The SMC or ICT strategy, it's simple and easy once you do understand the market structure, how the market moves, and the candlesticks. So let me show you. Simple and easy, straightforward. Now, this rectangle box that you see over here, that's our support area, right? That's our support area, and I want to show you how the SMC works so that everybody can understand what they need to do. Now, we have a structure here: first point, second point, third point. This is the third point, fourth point, and now here is what's happening here. You can see. Let me just draw this with you so that you can see. So the movement is like this, all right? It bounces like this. Market makes a turn like this here, goes up. Remember, there's another turn here, and it breaks this turn and comes back. Now, this is where the interesting part is. So it's like this. The graph came all the way up, right? And made a turn here, made a turn here, going down, going up, and breaking here. So now we have this 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 3, there's a gap in between. Let me show you the gap, because this is what we use for entry and for confirming whether we're buying or selling. This one that is actually pointing down like this is for selling, all right? So where is the gap? Some of you will not know the gap, and let me just give you clarity. One candlestick, 2, 3. We have 3 candlesticks. Now, the stick here, you can see where the stick is ending here, and you can see this stick where it's ending here. Between this and this, there is a gap. If there was the width, the stick, they were actually like this, there was not going to be a gap in between that. So that is why I get a gap. That is why they call it FVG. This is the gap that they're talking about, and this shows the what imbalance in the market, meaning that the chart, once it breaks a structure, it will have to come back and actually what give an entry there. I trust you understand. So stay with me. Where do we see a gap here? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. This one and this one, there's a gap here. So this is a gap. This create what we call the fair value gap. So do not be confused, right? Do not be confused. It's better to keep practicing. Now, this is the entry model for what to confirm an entry. The second one is what we call engulfing, but this is what they call order blocks in the ICT or SMC world. Now, the first candlestick is small, the second one is actually big. See here, the first one is what? Small, second one is big. Same goes here. The first one is actually what? It's actually small. This is for selling, and this is for buying. All right, when you buy, it must be like this, engulfing. First is small, second is big. First is small, second is big. This is for sell, because the candlestick here ends with what? When is it with the blue color or colored field color, and this one ends with the red color, pointing that it's going up, and this one is going down. Simple and easy and effective strategy that you can use to apply that. But you have to understand the strategy. You have to understand the structure. So now you understand the entry confirmation. What about the structure? The structure is simple and easy. So we are looking for 2 points, 1, 2, or even 3. It can even go to 3, 4, 5, and all that. The chart gets in this point 1, it goes down, goes back here. This is where you're taking a sell. Gets down, this is where you actually exit. Gets back here again, same thing over and over again, unless if it breaks down and test this area here. So let's actually look at that in a practical example way so that you understand on what you're looking for. Now we'll take our mobile phone, we'll go to 15 amp time frame, right? This is 15 amp time frame, and this is we're trading volatility 1s. Trust everybody can see. So this is our volatility 75 1s on 15 minute time frame. Can you see below what happened there? This is what we've marked here, right? Let's go to 15 amp time frame. I know some of you do not use PC, some of you use PC, some of you use an iPhone Vision, but then either way you can do this analysis. This is 15 amp time frame. Make sure that you have a period separators. You can see this period separators here. You have your period separators turn on. You can see the period separators there. The vertical line that you see, that dot line that is going there, okay, through the charts. That's the period separator. It separates. Day one is 18 September and 19, not 18 December and 19 September, 19 December. Trust you understand. So now we've marked that lower price area there, where we have now to take what? To take a buy, right? Same thing goes here. What we see currently. What we see currently here, we are actually waiting to what? To take a sell and entry there. All right, well, expecting to what? To take a sell entry there. And what actually will confirm the entry is this point here, and this point here. If we break this point here, and then we have a gap FEG, and then we'll actually wait for it to do a test. If it gets it all the way down and retest that FEG, we take a sell, stop loss goes above. Trust you understand. Now, it did not do that. It made another low price, high price, lower price, and then it goes all the way up. Now, if it breaks this area here, all right, it breaks this area here, we'll take a sell, because that will be what, a change of character. So this is another concept again, but I don't want you to be confused, but I just want you to take this as a low price. Once it break it and test it, then we'll be looking to what, to take a sell. That's how the SMC works. It's simple and easy. You can repeat this over and over again, just using what, the 15 time frame, looking for the high price for the day and low price for the day to mark your structure. That is low and that is actually high. So now let's actually close our trades here, because we've been practicing and we've took the buy there, but now we're expecting to take a sell. So let's go to trade and close this actually losing trades, since we are losing there, and click here and then close all these losing positions, and we close those losing positions over there. We're just left with the gold. And so let's actually look at gold also. Tap there, tap chart. All right, on chart, this is what we see on gold. If you can just see with me, that's what we see, the low for the day there, and it was supposed to go all the way up there, right? So we're not applying the other blocks to market structure. We're just applying a what, a high for the day and low for the day to market structure. So let's actually look at the previous day structure with you, so that you can actually understand. You can see the period separator there, vertical line, and this forms this formed our what, our low for the day here. And then we use the what, we apply M1 and M5 to confirm the entry, whether we are buying or selling, right? So if right now we do that together and we apply the 5M or even 1M, go to 5M. All right, we go to 5M and we go to 1M again, and we zoom like this, 1M. All right, this is where the magic happens. We can now zoom in here, and we have what, the low, the high, the low, the break here, and we have what, we have this structure here. I'm sure everybody can see it. If you cannot see it, you let me know in the comment section below. We have this. All right, we have this three candlestick pushing up, and this is where we have what, we have the gap here, and this is where we take the buy, and then exit will be at the next area, higher price for the day. We're not applying the other blocks that we're using the high time frame to be confusing, to confuse ourselves. We're not doing that. So all that we do is make sure that our exit is based on what, is based on the structure that we see, the higher structure that we see on a 15M time frame. So if you have any questions, you let me know. So far, for those who do not have a trading account, gold, we're expecting to have a buy, but so far still on a unprofitable area. But then this is a demo account for practicing and learning. Please make sure that you go to our YouTube app. All right, subscribe, you hit that notification button and click all there, so that you don't miss anything. And for those who do not have a trading account, just go all the way down and watch the tutorial as to how you open a trading account. We have so many tutorials here. Please make sure that you watch this tutorial, so that you can learn more and understand what you need to do. But then when it comes to ICT, it's simple, right? You can apply the half of the day and low of the day, and then you can also apply the support and resistance, or supply and demand, just to keep it easy. And then you apply the candlesticks, because the ICT is based on understanding how the candlestick move and react to these areas where we have the high price for the day, or we have the H4 where we mark the support and resistance. We use the daily also to mark the support and resistance. This is where, if right now we take example, let's take for example, we have this previous, I'm sure everybody can see this previous resistant area there that was actually broken and retested, and the graph now is going that way. And now in this area here we have a resistant area, right, where we are expecting to take a sell all the way down here to this order block that you see on a hard time frame, which is something that we're not applying. But this is the easiest way for you to use ICT, just to confirm an entry, just using what the hard time frame, if you like to use hard time frame. But for me, in most cases, I prefer to use the 15-arm time frame. But if I'm trading the synthetic indexes, I will trade it I'll apply the low for the day and half of the day anytime when the chart is moving. Given that I see the period separator and this is the current day, so we're expecting to take a sell over there, which is, we'll still wait for it to confirm. If it does confirm, then we'll wait for it to actually give us the entry. All right. So you keep it simple, you keep it easy. All that you have to do, make sure that your low for the day is actually what some of you will actually filter the signal in such a way that you are only trading the setup that has a stop hand, which is what we call a liquidity grab. All right. Some of you will prefer that. Some of you will not prefer that, which means you'll not be able to filter all the signals. You will just trade all the signals that you see, which is good, all right, because you get more trades and you'll be able to manage your risk. Just like what's happening here, we have a half for the day. Some of you will use an M pattern just to identify or detect the half for the day, and this candlestick here, it's a liquidity grab. Even if they continue to go up, meaning that they're actually grabbing liquidity, but if they actually confirm the entry, we take the sell. But for now, they have not done that. So this is how you actually apply the ICT and SMC. It's that easy, applying the ICT or SMC. Now, you can also put this in line with the higher time frame, or make sure that if you use the hard time frame, such as for our time frame, just like what you see over here, you are expecting to take a buy if right now everything is confirmed, all right, using the smaller time frame. So this is how you can actually trade with ICT or SMC. Stay blessed.